Good morning. Good to be with you on this June 26th Super Soul Sunday morning. I'm happy to be here once again. And in a life, we should not take hasty decisions. You have to think twice, thrice, even four times before you make any important decision in your life. Why I'm saying this? Because after the Brexit, United Kingdom is going to leave the European Union. If you see that there's a lot of chagos and a lot of problem and a lot of fear among the people. There are million people living in England, in the United Kingdom. They are Europeans. They were thinking that it's going to create a lot of problem for them. Likewise, million or more Britain expatriates lives and works in around the European Union, and they are also having a problem. That's what when you watch this television channels and read newspapers from England, you can see all this is happening. So my take all this going to be on this today. I'm actually going to focus on Article 50 of the Treaty of the Lisbon, which is actually the topic of the day after the Brexit has happened in the European Union and the referendum in England. So we have to see a little bit of history and where we came to this day today. Soon after World War II had ended, France, West Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, Belgium and Luxembourg signed the Schuman Declaration, an agreement that the countries would pool coal and steel production. It was an attempt to make war between historic rivals France and Germany not merely unthinkable but materially impossible. The UK tried unsuccessfully to join what was then called the European Economic Community. Do you know that? In 1963 and 67, but France objected and blocked it. The French president then, the Charles de Gaulle, declared that I angle tres senset plus grand chahos. That's pardon my French, okay? England is not much anymore, saying that the UK's membership would disrupt their community. I think he is a very far-sight thinking man. He is right. But after de Gaulle fell from power, that the UK filled its third and successful application and joined in 1973. So what is the worth of the European Union today? The EU's worth is today with about 14 trillion euro in terms of goods and service. In European economy surpasses the United States economy, as a matter of fact. This year, it devoted about 1% of that to an annual budget of about 144 billion euros. About 42% of that money is spent on agricultural support, according to the Guardian newspaper. The UK's membership fees in 2015 was 13 billion euro. It's not free to join the European Union. You have to pay the membership fees. And the UK paid 13 billion euros. But the EU spent about 8.5 billion on the United Kingdom. So its net contribution was really about 8.5 billion. But however, I think that is one of the reasons why the Leave campaign was successful. But what is happening now after the Brexit, the EU's founding members have demanded that UK urgently invoke Article 50 of the Treaty of Lisbon and start the process of Brexit. They're becoming a nasty. But German Chancellor Angela Merkel has insisted there is no need for a European country to be nasty once a negotiation begin. And likewise, the Prime Minister of United Kingdom, David Cameron, said yesterday he would leave to his successor to invoke Article 50, which will start the 2-year negotiation of the UK's departure. So once you invoke Article 50, you have to start the process of leaving right away. But it's going to take 2 to 4 years. That's what the experts are saying. And interestingly, the Leave campaign says now don't invoke Article 50. And they were giving a lengthy interview. They are also getting a fear. And with all this, what Americans took a lesson from this? What I'm seeing now, this latest ABC News and the Washington poll was just released. I was watching it, and Clinton leads Trump 51 39 percentage among the registered voters, and 64% of Americans see Donald Trump as unqualified to be a president. So Americans learned why we should not take a hasty decision. And I wanted to bring all this into our life, why we have to think before we act. So the Mahatma Gandhi says in his one of a golden rule, which I've been talking past few days, continue to grow and evolve. How do you continue to grow and evolve? You can pretty much always improve your skills, habits, or reevaluate your evaluations. You can gain deeper understanding of yourself and the world. Sure, you may look inconsistent or like you don't know what you are doing from time to time. That is okay. That's what Gandhi says. But you may have troubles to act concurrently or to communicate authentically. That is also okay. But if you don't, then you will, as Gandhi says, drive yourself into a false position. What the Brexit they did now the English are feeling sad. Actually, my friend Sarah Jane actually sent me a Google link, and you can see that most of the Britons now looking what is the EU and why EU going to affect us. So that's a problem. So that brings back to the Gandhi's thought, a place where you try to uphold or cling to your old views to appear consistent, why you realize within that something is wrong. You see, it's not a fun place to be. To choose to grow and evolve is a happier and more useful path to take. So I'm going to summarize this within 4 lines what Gandhi says. And Gandhi says, constant development is the law of life. And the man who always tries to maintain his dogmas in order to appear consistent drives himself into a false position. So if you don't want to drive into a false position, this is what you have to do. And constant development is the law of life. So think before you act. You all know what to do, right? So I have to go back to my New York Times and finish my oatmeal. I'll see you all later. I'm happy, and I'll see you all later. Have a great Sunday. Bye-bye.